yeah, it's truth with a twist and a laugh or two. Unfiltered talk just for me and you. So here's to the nights and the stories we share. Two guys and a mic with nothing to spare. Unfiltered, buddy, raise that beer high. Shooting the shit till the morning sky.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered. I'm BB.
I'm Tater.
Whoa. Where'd Amy go?
What happened?
Who? Wait. They set me up with you?
Yep.
This is the wrong show?
No, I'm pretty sure it's the right one.
Oh, wait.
What I was told anyway.
It's season 2. Hammy is no longer with Unfiltered. I got my potential next co-host. I'm pretty sure this is going to be my fucking co-host. I've got old Tater here with me on Unfiltered. He's going to make himself right at home tonight. If you guys have not watched Tater, he is normally on Salute to Service,
Good service.
which is normally where you can find him. So you decided to join me on Unfiltered, huh?
Yeah, figured it was a good idea. Or maybe it was a bad idea. Who knows? We'll find out after tonight, won't we?
Glad I could have you here. I think we should have a get to know your host night.
It sounds like a winner. Sounds good.
I know you're fighting an illness.
I'm fighting something.
We
I don't
were
know what it is, but
we were
it's something.
almost going to postpone this. What the hell you got? You got AIDS? You got the hip?
I've got TB, consumption, COVID, the bubonic plague. I've got every disease from the 1950s.
I mean, you claimed that I had the bubonic plague about 6 months ago when I had a cough I couldn't fucking shake.
You had something.
And so I finally passed it off to you. It only took 6 months to get there, but it went through those pixels. And it's finally there.
It traveled in the air all the way up here.
All the way from old Mississippi to the old Carolinas.
Yep, which really ain't that far if you think about it, but
You keep telling me that.
it'll get through that hard head one day.
It's eventually, I already told you, 2026, the vacation spot is going to be the Tater Farm.
Hmm?
I've already
You
told
can
you
do it.
that. 2026. What are you doing in our chat, South Coast Ace, with this blank, 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 blank? Someone needs to moderate him out. I'm too lazy to moderate my own chat tonight. I found something interesting. You want to hear about it?
Sure, let's hear it.
Have you ever heard of the Beast?
Eddie Hall?
I'm assuming you've had a Monster Energy drink.
Yeah.
South Coast, I swear to gosh. No.
Ace, go on somewhere.
Ace,
Quit being a troll.
you were about to be fucking timed out and removed as moderator. Golly. I can't do it from Streamlabs. Why's he got to be like this? He's just doing the periodic table. That's what Ace is doing. He's doing the periodic table. He's telling you nitrogen, gold. That's what he's telling you right there. That's what he's doing. Anyways, Monster just recently celebrated their 21st birthday.
I
So
thought they've been around a lot longer than that.
Monster decided that for their 21st birthday, they're going to release the Beast. So they have created an alcoholic beverage, the Beast. Comes in 4 different flavors. You got this like pink lemonade one. You got the original green machine. You got a grape one, and then there's one other flavor. It's some type of like orange something. They're about 6% alcohol, so they're right on up there with a good old beer. But they cut out the energy part of it because that was one of my things I have heard about these, and I was like, alcohol is a downer. Energy drinks are an upper. They don't really mix, right?
No, I wouldn't think so, but stranger things have happened.
So they
who knows?
took the caffeine out, aka they took the taurine out, because that's what is in all energy drinks. That taurine. That's the bad one. That's the one that makes people's hearts explode. If you remember the guy that tried to drink as many Red Bulls as he can to get wings, and his heart
Yeah,
exploded.
yeah.
It was because of the taurine.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of stories from medics and doctors about people that do too many energy drinks.
See, I'm that guy that I can only have 1 cup of coffee, and if I have 2, my hand is going to be like this. Like I can't do them back to back. Energy drinks are that same exact way to me. I will sip on my favorite energy drink is a Rip It. You get them for $1.49. Get that Tribute one. No pun intended. Get the Tribute one. It is in army green camo. Get it. It tastes like a Mountain Dew or a Mellow Yellow. Get that one. I'll sip on it all day long. I will not just like chug the damn thing.
My favorite just so happens to be a Monster.
The green one?
Well, the green one, and then they got one that's called Pacific Punch. It's really good.
Oh, Timmy in the chat.
Timmy.
Never too many energy drinks.
Yeah, there is.
No, well, thing is, he smokes like a fucking freight train, and then drinks those on top of it. Life of a carpenter.
Yeah, very much so. So Monster teamed up with the Beast, huh?
Monster didn't team up with the Beast. Monster
Oh.
made the Beast.
Oh,
But our Beast are 2 different beasts.
yeah, very different Beast.
You're getting into with your Beast of what I would call my Iceman. Correct?
Yeah, yeah.
If you know what I'm stepping in.
I was going in the strongman direction, but yeah.
Oh, you're going strongman. Okay.
Yeah. Eddie Hall, Brian Shaw, Thor Bjornsson.
I was going OG UFC when I
Oh,
talk about the Iceman. I'm talking about the Iceman Chuck Liddell.
oh, yeah, Chuck Liddell. Yep. You go UFC. I was always a GSP fan.
I I was a major Chuck Liddell fan till he up until he retired. Then I became a Forrest Griffin fan or Forrest Griffin fan. Uh, was there the night? Was at Buffalo Wild Wings? Wasn't there live the night that Anderson Silva broke his leg with that one swift kick, and it just,
Nap.
dude, that went around damn Facebook for so long. Dustin Poirier. Oh, Polly in the chat.
Ollie.
So I said, let's have an episode about get to know the host. Uh, Everyone pretty much knows who I am, but maybe we'll just have a host Q&A to where me and you go back and forth and ask questions and see where we hit. We already know we click. We've been friends going on 2 years now.
Yeah.
So it was only right for you to be here on Unfiltered. Like, I could not have. I'm so glad you raised your hand when I asked.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, "Ooh, wait a minute, hold on now. Let's give this a shot."
Now, is there a reason for this? Are you still going to do salute to service? That's been a question within our own community. Is salute to service still going to be a thing, or is this to kind of candlelight salute to service, and you can be a little more raw over here, but still maybe bring your own twang?
Um, for right now, salute to service will um it will continue. Uh, I'm not gonna promise it will be as uh reliable or as constant as it has been being, but it will still be there. We will still do it for now. It's been busy. We're in the process of doing a move, so we're trying to do two different houses here, so it's been kind of hectic with everything.
So we've kind of gone with you as a production team with the remodeling of your house. So now you're moving from your remodeled house to a different house.
Yep, and starting the process all over again.
So you're going to move into another house that you have to remodel.
No, we will do the remodel before we move in. And at the new house, I will actually have a podcast room with a bar, a couch, big screen.
Oh, so you're setting up the bar for when Two Drunks comes in 2026. So
Yep,
you're setting that up for the Two Drunks.
yep, it'll be it it'll kind of be an area to do stuff like this. It'll have, of course, my computer and everything for the gaming side of things and all that. So yeah, it's gonna be nice once I finally get it done. It's just the house comes first before that. So
Hang on, Teddy. Hunter, where did it go? Take a look. On to. There's nothing there. That popped up. It did pop up. All right.
there we got it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Squad Productions pays for. Uh, We pay for big ass TVs so that
Hey, there ain't
people.
nothing better. There ain't nothing better than a big ass TV.
Well, it's for people and things to be seen. What better
If I
way
have,
than our
if
fucking
I,
logo?
if I have my way about it in my podcast room, there'll be an 85-inch flat screen or a projector for 120-inch.
Just go with a 65. That's what's behind me is a 65. Be happy with it. Are you gonna start doing your streaming from there?
Yep.
So you're not gonna be behind a computer desk, or are you gonna set it up to where you're behind the bar whenever you're doing
For
kind
the
of your
podcast
style?
for, for the podcast side, it'll be behind the bar. For the gaming side, it will be the gaming side where the computer will actually be. Will have all the gaming stuff
Oh, so you're gonna
and
make it to where me and you both have to be behind a bar when we do it. So you're gonna make me have
yeah,
to go to the Two Drunk Studio going forward.
yeah. Yeah, once I move and that gets built and ready to go, I will no longer be doing podcasts sitting at my desk in the living room. I will actually be behind the bar with
So Two
a
Drunks
camera and
is
mic.
gonna or Unfiltered is gonna have to move from what we consider the headquarters. So I'm gonna have to go to the podcast room.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, you don't have
No,
to.
I'm gonna have to. You can't be sitting somewhere that looks like a bar and me sitting somewhere that looks like a desk. Like you can't one up me like that, bro. Fuck off, Cosmetech. We're
But
unfiltered.
it was worth a shot.
Uh, what are we
But
drinking
yeah,
tonight? I'm drinking beer. Uh, he's sick, so he's probably drinking Dayquil. At this point, he's probably drinking Nyquil.
no, I'm actually drinking sweet tea and water with a plop plop fizz fizz.
Plop
The
plop
old
fizz fizz.
the old Alka Seltzer.
Ah, no alcohol, but y'all heard the intro song. We're supposed to be chugging beers.
Not. I don't. Lord knows. If I was to drink a beer right now, I'd probably. You wouldn't have a co-host. I'd be in the bathroom.
So, what has it been like uh, doing salute to service?
Oh, where do I start? It's been fun. It's definitely been a ride for sure. Um, is if there's people out there that don't know, Salute to Service is kind of one of those podcasts to where we we cover those that don't get enough coverage. Public service people, our teachers, our first responders, our military, all those. But yeah, it's been fun. We've had some great guests on from different walks of life, different areas of the public service sector, the military. I guess you could say we have a permanent uh, military guest on Salute to Service at all times in myself. But yeah, it's been fun. And it's just, I think it needs, in my mind, it's missing something, and I just can't put my finger on it. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, I hope you know that if you decide to come over here full time and you want to be on Unfiltered full time, that you will be able to put your twang, your style, whatever you want. We'll be able to do it. The show's not all about BB, so we could do some of the things you like. So if you want to have an episode where we do some of that, absolutely, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but if I decide that I don't want to do Salute to Service anymore, and Boogie wants to carry it on, then I
Well,
hope he does.
that was
I
going to
really
lead.
hope he does.
It was going to kind of lead me to my next question of how's it been recently, and it's not to take shots at Boogie, love Boogie, absolutely love Boogie to death. I know he's got a lot going on in life, but how's it been for you? Has it been a struggle with the lack thereof a co-host? You've been pulling a rabbit out of your ass.
I wouldn't
Like
say it's been.
get used to Unfiltered. Get used to Unfiltered. Like I can already tell by your demeanor, you're not used to Unfiltered yet. Get used to Unfiltered. You pulled a rabbit out of your fucking ass, and you've had to make do with what you've made do with, and you've been dealt a shit hand. Because the problem with the community that you're in and the show that you created, which has been a great show, it has been a standout show. But your problem has been you don't have like minded folks for that specific topic. You have a lot of like minded people with you that think just like you think, which is why you're here. But I don't think like you when it comes to salute to service. And Boogie was the only person that could think like you. So what's it been without him?
It's been different, for sure.
Unfiltered, bro.
Not having somebody there to bounce off of, like we did at first. But like you said, he's been busy. He's had life going on just like the rest of us. And I've been more into the life thing here lately, with everything going on. But it happens. And you just have to make do, make the best with what you got, and uh, improvise sometimes, and that's what I've been doing. So it's I wouldn't really say a struggle, but it did. There has been
Didn't they
times
call it a
where,
struggle?
yeah,
Okay, my
but
bad.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it a struggle, but there have been times where an hour before we start, I'm like, oh shit, yep, gotta figure this one out on the fly. So that's what I do.
And that sucks. To not be able to have that communication and be like, hey, I'm not going live or I'm not gonna be there tonight. And for you to have to improvise and be like, which you know that I'm pro Squad Productions. There's a reason that I'm not gonna divulge it, but there's a reason that I'm Squad Productions. And I'm always gonna show up, show out. And I have tried to make sure to make you as successful as I could in your own show as far as I could. Which I will do
Yeah.
for you all day long. That's where when you come into Squad Productions and any of the squad members, you included, can say that if there is a time in need when someone needs something, I'm going to show up, show out. We're all brothers at the end of the day, and that's what it's supposed to be.
You've joined me a few
There is a
times.
time in which is what I was getting at, to where I said I show up and I show out for my team.
I think we had one hell of a show for the 250th birthday for the Army. I think that one was one of the best ones to me.
I feel like I'm having a favor returned to me at this point for you being here tonight. It's almost like a favor, but in return, I'm giving you a permanent position on this show,
And we going
and that's only if you accept that permanent position.
well, maybe not tonight, but we going get into some shit. Promise you that.
So working with Boogie, uh, how is working with Boogie in the entirety? Or actually, you know what? Let me ask a different question. How has it been working with Squad Productions? And you can flip this script at any point. Be like, nah, BB, steal the fucking show from me and you ask me questions. It is what it is. That's what we're doing tonight. We're just going. We need to go back and forth. Uh, how's it been working under Squad Productions?
It's been great. Been fun. I uh I don't have no qualms with it. Other than, sometimes I want to slap your eye straight, but that's beside the point. We'll get to that at a later date. But no, it's been
Polly in
it's
the chat, real quick. Not meaning to interrupt you. Polly in the chat. Can we talk about what happened? Why Unfiltered needs another host? I feel like that's what needs to be addressed. I felt like we covered it at the very
I think
beginning.
it's been covered more than once.
Yeah, I only covered it once, but I thought only that one time needed.
Well, sometimes you got to do
Polly,
things
now
twice.
that you're watching, because the show's all about Polly.
He's got
uh,
he's not having a babysit tonight, so he's wanting to be extra.
actually, Polly may have been watching from the very beginning. Maybe it's not an adequate answer. Of it is season 2. It is season 2 of Unfiltered, and with that comes a host has departed from Unfiltered, and I did not choose. I asked for a new co-host, and Tater raised his hand and he said, "I'll give it a try." And here we are. Do you feel like there's a further
Here we go.
explanation that needs to be given? I mean, we can go a little bit further in depth. I'd rather not go further in depth. At that point, it is behind closed doors, and it needs to be kept behind closed doors of why we departed. It's no one's business. There's a new co-host.
There's a new co-host. Shut your mouth, leave it alone, and enjoy the show. There we go. Fix the whole problem right there.
Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Gave me the in depth. It's fine. Thank you. Okay, apparently we did it right.
Okay, there we go.
He wasn't watching at the very beginning.
Oh, they popping popcorn back there.
In the popcorn machine? Because I know you don't. You have a popcorn machine at your house?
Oh no, hold on. No, we don't. They use the microwave.
Oh, I thought you had a. Was it not you that said that you have a popcorn machine?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. There ain't no telling with me.
We talked to so many people. Didn't know you left South Coast Ace. Glad you're back. So we were talking about working for Squad Productions and what that's been like.
No, yeah, it's been fun. It's been real fun. I've enjoyed it. I don't think I could go anywhere else. That's for sure. They probably kicked me off within the first week.
You got anything for?
First time I made fun of somebody and they got all sensitive. It's nice to be able to pick and play and have fun and nobody get butt hurt.
I'm probably the least sensitive person here.
I mean, if I made fun of anybody as much as I make fun of you sometimes, they'd be curled up in a ball in their bed
I
crying,
mean,
having to see a
you know
psychiatrist.
you talked about my beard and it can't grow right, and I shaved, and it's now just the goatee, but the 5 o'clock shadow's coming in, but it still ain't growing right. We get in on all that. Like this side grows in fine, and you know what? That brings up something. Hey, you got any questions? You got anything you want to ask me? before I dive into what I want, this other thing.
Well, sir, let's see. Well, what's it been like dealing with all of us and having all of us and having all the shows that we do have running? What's it like trying to contain and keep a hold on what's going on?
Man, you're asking for like you're asking for something that hasn't been dived into on any show. Uh, you're asking a question that hasn't been dived in on any show actually.
Hey,
That
hey, BB. Now you talking about shit that ain't been dove into. Now look at that. Look at that TV screen behind you, and what does it say?
it says it.
Yep, yep. And here we are. So
So you got to give a little bit of background on that, on your question, because a lot of people might not know that. We started out with two drunks in a bottle. We ended up with Aftermath, and then shows just started happening after that. And was there a ringleader? Yes. Are you calling me the ringleader? Yes. Apparently,
yep.
you're calling me out. So I own Squad Productions, uh, which I don't own Squad Productions. The Squad owns Squad Productions. Tater is a part of the Squad. He owns Squad Productions. I created a YouTube channel, Squad Productions. Started out as the Delta BB. So I own the YouTube. The Squad owns the YouTube. That's the way I've built this. Uh, Wrangling all of these shows has been absolutely phenomenal. It has been stressful. It has been hair pulling. It has been the best time that I've ever had. I've had to fire people. I've had to adjust shows. Uh, Mainly, I've had to fire people. Uh, but firing people, and Tater's been a part of firing people, uh, is done fairly when it comes to firing people. It is not my decision when I fire someone. It is the squad's decision when someone gets fired or
Yep.
hired. When a show's created and it gets voted on, it is diplomatic. 100%. We've, on this show, fired somebody live on this show. We've called out people live on this show for their wrongdoings. Not going to name drop because they've had enough recognition and we've all agreed that that person will never get recognition ever again. By the way, Tater, I'm rehiring that person.
Okie dokie.
Oh, you're just going with it. Okay. Hunter earlier told me that if I rehired him, Two Drunks was done. And he was going over to another production company.
I mean, can you blame him?
Yeah, we're not rehiring that guy. That's not going to happen. I feel like you called me out
Thank
on my.
God.
I feel like you called me out on my bullshit there. What are you doing, guy? This is unfiltered. Stop making me unfiltered. Fuck you.
Right. Sure. Gotta
uh,
live up to the name there, buddy.
it's been a good time though. I've made some decisions that have affected everybody in multiple ways. And I've recently made decisions to affect people in multiple ways. Because there is always going to be a time that you have to step in and say enough is enough. We have to take a step back, and I have to look at the bigger picture. and I am normally that bigger picture kind of guy, that something's not working, we got to do something differently. And I've noticed in all of our shows that people are dying off as we were growing. We were getting big. And when I say we were getting big, I mean we were just growing shows. And it stopped. We've had shows just drop. And there has to
Sometimes,
be a reason for that.
sometimes big ain't always better.
And I don't want big, but I want growth. I'm not looking for numbers. And that was the problem, was looking at numbers. Instead, you need to give your guys a pat on the back and say, good job. And I feel like we were going in the direction, we were going more corporate than what we needed to go. And instead of giving your guys a pat on the back and saying, good job, you're doing great, we were getting to a point to where it's like, this show could be canceled. And so I want to get away from cancel culture. That was the whole premise of building Squad Productions. Was to cancel culture. Why would I cancel a show when we could help improve a show and instead say, this is what you're doing wrong, improve on it, and I can show you with data. I can't show you with data. We have the squad. We have certain squad members. That guy. Right there.
The man behind the scenes, except for two drunks.
That can give you the data and tell you exactly where you succeeded and exactly where you failed. But instead of having the cancel culture that we were having, where can we help you improve on it? Where were your funny moments? Where were your happy moments? Where were your down moments? Where were your horrible moments? I can give you that data. So that's what it's been like being me. Is looking at numbers, looking at data, completely like what's going on, what do I want to do, and I've collectively have gotten my head back together and said, this is the direction I want to go, and I hope you all are going to be happy with the direction that I am going to go, with including choosing a new co-host of Unfiltered, because you get a new mindset being on
Yep.
Unfiltered.
So this kind of puts off into my next question. So we got into, what it's like running and dealing with all the different podcasts and all that. But what has it been like having your wife as a host of a show? If you don't all know, his wife Jess is one of the hosts for Mysteries of the Underworld. If you hadn't watched it, go check it out. They're awesome. They talk about some cool shit, some creepy shit, and some shit like the Annabelle doll that makes BB run and hide. So if you hadn't watched them, go check them out. But what's it been like having Jess as a host of one of the shows?
So, having Jess on a show, she enjoys it. When the idea was pitched, which the original idea, I can't remember what podcast it was on, to where Nick talked about his. Okay, I do know what podcast it was on, and I will name drop it because we own the rights to it at this point. It was on
Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain. On Rocky Mountain Podcast, we sat down with them and said, what do you guys want as host? And Nick said that he wanted Paranormal Activity. We had the best conversation with Nick on the Paranormal Activity episode. And it was like, okay. Well, Jess had been telling me she wanted a podcast potentially, and she wanted to be about true crime drama. And I'm like, I got it. Me and Hunter sat there. We were in the grocery store. we're in fucking Kroger. They had pitched this idea to us before we had left to the grocery store. We got the two of them together. They agreed that it was going to be a true crime paranormal podcast. Me and Hunter in the middle of the grocery store, and I am writing fucking music. But before I started writing music, I am looking up titles. What is going to be the name of their podcast? And me and Hunter are like, Underworld, Mysteries. And we're just like that. Those were the two titles that just kept coming up. And ChatGPT finally said, Mysteries of the Underworld. And we're like, or it was like Mysteries of the Undead or something like that. And Hunter was like, Underworld. One of us said Underworld. And we're like, that's it. That is that show. And wrote the song in that grocery store. No lie, wrote the song in the middle of the grocery store. Hunter and me both. I had 5 or 6. You saw how many copies of songs I could send you. I'd sat there back to back to back, and me and Hunter are listening as we're going to the grocery store, picking out shit that we're fixing to cook for dinner that night. And then their song came up, and it was like perfect. Having her on a show, though, I don't watch it. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't watch it. I watch the first episode. That's what I had watched of that show, but I feel like I don't have to watch it because I can hear it.
That's true. You basically sit right behind her, so.
But even if I'm not at my computer desk and I'm sitting in the living room, I hear what's going on. I kind of put 2 and 2 together. I don't watch that show. I avoid that show. I absolutely would not come on that show. That was the only show that I had not come on up until here recently because she didn't have Nick, and I was like, I'll co-host it with you. She almost begged me to co-host it with her, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. Not my favorite topics to talk about. Especially when you get into dolls and topics that were talked about that night. I had a decent lineup. I was like, I'll run the show tonight, and she absolutely would not let me run that show. I had things that I was like, okay, this is what I want to talk about. You know how I am. I will have a run sheet, and we'll be like, this is what I'm going to do. We don't have a run sheet tonight, just so that all of you know. Me and Tater do not have a run sheet. We probably will not have a run sheet, more than likely. Normally I have a run sheet and I can see what's going to happen and can kind of move it into a direction and just refuse to go the direction that I wanted to go. Which is a problem working with your spouse.
Yeah, that can happen.
She's in the background. It was my show. She didn't even let me introduce the show. Why would she not let... She's in the background. It was my show. Why would I let you introduce... Imagine this. BB. Co-hosting. Mysteries of the Underworld. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mysteries of the Underworld.
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again.
Fuck. Tater said no. Damn it.
We'll lose viewers just from them seeing you do that. Don't ever do that again. That no, you're not Houdini. Stop it.
I don't like this shit.
My mind's eyes just got another scar on it now. Jeez Louise.
You're saying that she does the intro better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Don't ask a question you don't want to answer
Well,
to.
why does she do it better? I felt like I did it better. Welcome back, guys, to the
She,
mysteries of the underworld.
that right there is why she does it better.
Why? Well, yeah, it's creepy.
You doing that? Yeah, you doing that is creepy. You're 100%
Exactly.
correct.
It was supposed to be creepy.
Can't tell if you're flexing or coming out of the closet. I don't know.
They're fuck off.
And see, yep, there he goes. Normal BB. I'm taking my blanket and I'm going home. Oh wait, he's already at home. Never mind. That's all right. Well, anyway, guys, since BB had to go do BB things. Oh, you know what I could do? I could pull up the YouTube chat and we can make fun of BB while he's exited the building. Oh, and he can still hear us, which makes it even better. So let's do that. Yep, you're 100% correct, Jess. F you guys, I'm going home. That's pretty much what it is. Every time. Polly, I've already done that tonight. Oh, are you saying I can't make fun of that he only has one eye, or are you wanting me to make fun of that? Because I'm not gonna stop doing that, and I mean, if you want more of it, I can. Oh, look, he's back. Everybody, be quiet. We're not talking about him.
You're on Unfiltered. Why you just like read off for chat like F you guys, I'm going home. Fuck you guys, I'm going home. What? You gotta be more unfiltered. What's going on?
I read it like she put it up there.
How do you just say fuck? Because you can't type fuck on
That's right.
YouTube.
That's right, Jess. You and Nick do your show how y'all like it. That's right.
Well, you invited me to be a host on your show that night, and I should have been like catered to. Should have been catered to. Don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Yep, totally agree, Jess. No, you should have put that in all caps. Why are
It
you doing lowercase?
should have been all about me that night. That's the problem.
I mean, we could do one and make it all about you. Not saying you're gonna like it, but I mean, we can do it,
Um,
and I'll definitely jump on that hype train.
do it here.
It's not all about BB on any show, Jess. He just thinks it is, and we let him think that, so he feels better about himself.
It is not about me on any show. I play that character right there well, huh?
You really do. It's quite amazing how well you play it. You might need to go to Hollywood.
The persona behind the scenes is not all about me, though. If you actually think about it, is it not, Tater? It is not all
You're
about
right.
me
You're
behind the
right.
scenes. It is not all about me. You throw me in front of a camera, and it is all about me.
I mean,
Fuck you guys. It's all about me tonight.
I mean, it has to when we put you in front of the camera. I mean, damn, you fill up the whole screen.
It's because I got a
How
Zoom
can we
on.
not? How can we not make it all about you?
It's because I got Zoom on.
Is it because you got Zoom on, or because that whole camera adds 10 pounds, or in your case, another 0?
Hey, I'm trying to lose weight.
As you, what are you? Oh, that's that
I
damn.
told you.
Couch. Road.
So I'm a grizzly wintergreen guy. I love me some grizzly wintergreen. But I am trying to quit. And I have to do 2 of these motherfuckers because one of them don't fit in between my fat lip because I do have that extra 0. Rogue. Wintergreen flavor. It's real vanilla. It is what it is. But I can drink beer with it. I cannot dip and drink at the same time.
You're not a real dipper then, because I can if I got to dip in,
Dude, I have been
as long
dipping.
as I got something to drink, I never have to spit.
I have been dip. I am that way outside of alcohol. I cannot drink alcohol and have a dip in.
Oh,
So I cannot drink beer and have a dip in.
well, see, that's where the Marlboro Reds come into play. You drinking beer, have a Marlboro Red. You drinking anything else, have a dip. Yep, see? I knew they were there somewhere. That used to be my go-to before I
That
quit smoking.
that's the only cigarette. You'll only catch me smoking. You were only gonna catch me smoking them on fucking Two Drunks playing beer pong. That's when that pack was bought. If that tells you anything, I do not smoke cigarettes. That pack was bought 2 weeks ago.
So, let's get into the two drunks thing now that we're on it. So, for y'all that don't know that's watching, Two Drunks is the flagship show of Squad Productions. It is the top. Um, it's run by BB and Tall Ass Leprechaun Hunter, whatever you want to call him. I'm sure most of you, if you watch Two Drunks Hunter, because that's what everybody calls him. So, Two Drunks, that that has been around for a while. Got quite a few episodes. Are we ever gonna see the Two Drunks do another fight?
It's expensive. Uh, there's a fight next weekend. That we had an opportunity to go and do it, but for us to not be monetized, we are losing money when we do the fights. We're getting a publicity out there for a show that us going live at that show doesn't make us anything. Uh, we have to pay for a VIP table to be able to set up our equipment. Those tables run maximum $600. The cheapest that Hunter and I have ever got a table was free, and that was the very first one. After that, he would charge me half price, so you're talking $300 for us to give you a live show at a fight and us not be monetized, so we're automatically $300 in the hole. So it does not make sense, which is why we haven't done one in a minute. It's because it doesn't make sense for us to pay money to go and be able to publicize ourselves. Now, we have gotten publicity locally off of that, to where we've made connections. Certain people know us. When we walk into that arena, hey, you're Two Drunks. Yeah, well, we're wearing the shirt. We've met people outside of those events that have been like, hey, you were at that live event and you're Two Drunks in a bottle. Yeah, and that's as much publicity as we can get. We're not getting subscribers. We're not monetized. It doesn't make sense for Two Drunks to spend money on that. I would love to do it. I would absolutely love to fucking do it. The guy offered me and Hunter to live stream his events and to be his media partners, but me and Hunter don't have the equipment to give the quality that he wants to live stream. Uh, he wanted to partner with us, and me and Hunter would have to go thousands of dollars into the hole to be able to. We have the audio equipment. We can do audio, We don't have the visual effects. It's a big thing. We tried to work a deal out with the guy. Guy will be on the podcast at some point. Hype Man has been on the podcast, which is their announcer. His audio was shit that podcast. Since then, me and Hunter have grown. As everyone has seen on Two Drunks, we've grown. Hype Man will be back, but we're trying to get Danny Shotgun Shell back on the podcast, or on the podcast for the first time. It'll happen here soon. They have a November show. I could have a sit down with Danny and see what we can do about a table. Is that something that y'all are wanting? Two Drunks. Apparently, Tater, at least one person wants it. We had our most viewers being at a live fight, so that was a good question, Tater. Actually, Tater, I have not had this man on the podcast. So let's see if I can get him to answer the phone.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, Danny?
Man, just sat down for dinner.
I hate that you're just now sitting down for dinner.
What's going on, brother?
I have you live on air right now on one of my podcasts. It's not Two Drunks in a Bottle like you used to.
Gotcha.
It is Two Drunks in a, or it is Unfiltered is the podcast, and it was asked on the podcast: is Two Drunks going to come back to SEFC?
Man, I hope you do. I expected it.
They asked when we could be there, and unfortunately, I ain't got the money right now, and I can't go on the August show, maybe the November show. But I'm promising these guys that you're going to be on the podcast soon. We've talked about it, and that maybe
Yes,
me, you, and Two Drunks can work out a deal for the November show.
Man, let's do it. Now, we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live right now.
Let me ask you a question. Why are you thinking you're not coming to the August show?
I ain't got the money for the August show, bro.
What do you mean? What you mean you don't have the money?
I can't pay for a table.
Brother, I got you.
I
Coming to the show August 9th.
I don't want to. That was the thing with the last one. I don't want a handout. I want to pay for. I want to pay my way.
I want you to go live, and I want you to broadcast this, man. We're live. How many seats you need at the table? You there, brother?
Yeah, I'm there. 3.
3? So how about we do this? How about we do this? Let's put 4 chairs at it. Well, let's just make it a 6-table chair.
So you remember the last time Two Drunks went live at one of your events? We had actually invited a fighter's mom. We invited a random person out of the crowd and was like, "Hey, do you want a VIP table?"
That's awesome.
And it just so happened to be one of the fighters' moms, and she was like, "I couldn't afford a ticket, and you guys invited me." So like we tried to pay it back.
Was it Miss Frank's?
Dude, I'd have to go back and watch the video. He fought out of Arkansas. It was a kickboxing fight.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name right now, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, it wasn't kickboxing. It was one of the brothers. 2 brothers fought on the car. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't one of the 2 brothers. It wasn't one of the. Damn.
It wasn't the Calverts?
No, it wasn't one of the Calverts. No, it wasn't one of the Calverts. They blew our fucking chat up. It was one of the most well-known videos that we have right now. It was the last promotion that you ran with the last media company up till your most recent media company.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'd have to look it up and get back to you and tell you who it was because it was blown up.
That is awesome. We have to figure out who it was.
But I mean, if you're willing for us to be live there, I told you before, we'll go live wherever you want us to. We have upgraded our equipment. We'll go live. Our viewers are asking for it.
Man, let's do it. Man, I would love for you guys to come, man. And what we'll do is we'll give your fans the link to be able to watch the pay-per-view.
Because we were giving them snippets. We weren't giving them the entire thing. We were just giving them snippets.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate everything you did, man. It's great. Let's tell you what. When you get off live tonight, hit me up, and I'm gonna donate a seat to you guys, a table. That way, you guys can go live and keep rolling like you're rolling, man.
You sure about it?
Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, I want to have you on the podcast before the November show.
Let's do it.
I already have. Hype Man's already told me whenever he's ready.
This is gonna be huge, man.
All right, brother. I'll call you back here in a little bit.
Awesome. All right, brother. Hit me back.
All right.
Thanks for having me on.
Bye.
There you go.
I asked for 3 seats, so I'm asking for you to come next weekend. All right, 2 drunks. Hunter, are you listening? 2 drunks will be live next weekend at SEFC 33. We just got donated a table. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
See what
That's
happens.
what I'm talking
later.
about, fucking bro.
See, I bring it up and start asking questions, and look, now you got a table donated with 6 chairs, and you'll be live at the next one. Looky there, looky there.
That's next Saturday. So they're taking 2 drunk spot. So, of course, I'm gonna have to miss next Friday on Unfiltered. Actually, I will bring you up in the Discord so that you can be there. We will be at the weigh-ins of that fight. So, Tater, this was all because of you, bro. You're gonna be in the fucking Discord next week and get to talk to the fighters and get to ask them your own personal questions. I think me and Hunter might set up.
Me a list.
Me and Hunter might actually bring the big camera, bring the laptop, bring the mics, set up a table. Abso-fucking-lutely. We're gonna have a good old time. The answer is always no if you don't ask, says Polly. Yep. I'm not one for a handout. This guy has done a lot for me. Hype Man has done a lot for me. And I expected to pay my way. And he's giving me a table half off. For him to donate me a table is absolutely fucking awesome. I did not expect to be at an event. Tater, if you wouldn't have asked, I wouldn't have called him and been like, my viewers are asking for it. That's not something that's been asked about in our chat when we were doing another one. That's fucking awesome, dude. That is fucking amazing. That is fucking amazing.
Personally, I thoroughly enjoy when y'all did those.
We've been told that we were shit commentators, which we're not professional commentators. We don't know what move, what chokehold, what move they're putting them in. We don't know all that. We're telling you that a dude's on top of a dude, and that's what we're getting at. I know a little bit. I don't know enough to actually professionally commentate it, and we're not professional commentators. We're giving you a snippet of a live local event when we do this shit. And beers are fucking expensive there. They're $16 a fucking beer. It's absolutely ridiculous. I wish they'd let me bring. I'd BYOB and give them $100 and bring my own damn cooler, and I can guarantee you I bring $100 worth of fucking beer. But they won't let me. Yeah, Polly said it, bro. They're fighting. No commentating needed. Just have fun.
Right.
So, Tater, next Saturday, me and Hunter will have our headsets with us, and we're going to bring you live with us next Saturday in the commentator's booth, as we're going to call it, commentator's booth, to where you're with us live at the event. You're gonna
Hell
sit.
yeah.
You're gonna sit in with two drunks next Saturday.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be great. Well, shit, that took a turn.
You made it take a turn. Fucking,
Now,
you're
I'd
steering
be
this ship.
I'd be lying if I said that's the turn I was trying to make it take. But hey,
Well,
I
you
can't think of a
you
better one- I
probably
can't think of a
didn't.
better one for it to take.
You probably didn't expect me to fucking make a phone call in the middle of the podcast either.
Well, no, no, I didn't. But shit, hell, if it's gonna take a turn, it might as well take that one.
Did you hear most of the conversation?
Yeah,
I was
heard
trying
it
to make
all.
sure that he was lighting up.
Yeah, I heard it all. Heard the whole thing.
Told him I was live, and he was like, "Wait, what?" We'll figure it all out. Damn it, Tater.
Ain't but one way, and that's up, brother.
You know how much work it involves doing this shit? That's probably
Yeah.
one thing. It's a lot of fucking work involved.
Hey,
We
it takes
normally would get to that show about an hour to an hour and a half before the show starts, before the fight start, set up all of our equipment. The last one that we went to, he was like, they sat y'all at the wrong table. Y'all were supposed to be closer to ringside. So to see where we get sat this next one, because he was like, no, y'all were supposed to be closer, and we had already had our equipment set up. He's like, y'all can move. Like, this is y'all pick your table, and we're like, nah, because no one knows where their tables are going to be. And he gave us the option to choose our table. We'll see how next Saturday goes. We may have a good spot for you guys. So he does have a new media company, so we won't be able to stream the entire fight. We're only going to be able to stream multiple segments of it. That was the deal that we had when we went live the first time. The second time that we went live, he was on his way out with that media company, and they were like, "We're streaming it free anyways, so you guys stream the entire fight." He does a pay-per-view. Tater, we'll make sure you're able to see the entire thing.
hell yeah. And that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a new entry in my book for sure. So
You got any more questions?
not not now. I don't. That right there kind of me all up.
You're just about making me speechless at this point.
Yeah, I kind of messed myself up with that one, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Oh God, this life. If I don't soon start feeling better, I'm liable to shoot myself in the big toe. Then I'll feel bad and have a gunshot wound too. I guess it'll help me heal faster.
So
I
Polly
love them.
says
I was gonna see when you guys would be to going again. Well, Polly, now you got your answer. Next weekend.
it's very last minute.
Yeah, that gives them a week, exactly a week to get ready for it.
Me and Hunter don't like last time we had the fighters cards within a month. We were able to do some research, find out some statistics on the fighter cards and all that. Now we're like crunch time, so it's going to be a lot to try to get it all together. And
I got faith in you guys. Y'all can do it.
you're going to be live with us, so you get to help.
We'll get her done.
This is going to be, bro, you had me fucking speechless.
Y'all clip that. Clip that. You said it. You speechless. That's a rare occasion, so clip it and save it.
It is. You're talking
That
about
normally don't happen.
you just got a $600 table donated just by you asking and me calling. Like you just put that thought in my mind and say, so okay. There apparently there needs to be a little bit of background. So with two drunks, I'm the promotion guy.
While you're doing that, maybe I'll return momentarily.
All right. So I go out and I'm looking for our guest. We used to have a bunch of in-person guests and even virtual guests, and that was me reaching out to people and like connections. This was a connection that I made with this guy based off of the hype man, whom is my boss, the hype man, and said, "All right, here we go." Fucking A. I'm gonna call the hype man.
Hello?
What's up, boss man?
What's up?
Hey, you had a bad time?
Oh, just about snoozing. What's up?
I did not mean to wake you up if you were in bed.
Oh, what's up?
So, I'm live on the air, and we were asked if we were going to be at SEFC, and told them no, that we could not afford to go to SEFC, but reached out to Danny Shell.
The man, the myth, the living legend.
Like I said, you're live on air. They hear you.
Nice.
Danny just donated a table to Two Drunks in a Bottle. I told him I'm not looking for a handout at all, and he was like, absolutely not. You guys are going to be live there. Promise that you're going to be on before the November show that was just announced for SEFC. You will be here on Two Drunks in a Bottle. We're not live on Two Drunks in a Bottle. We're live on Unfiltered, different show. But that you would be there before the November show. Can you confirm?
No, I think I could do that. I don't think it's a problem.
Like I said, sorry if I woke you up out of bed. I was like, damn, are you getting old, dude?
No, I got to get up early and do yard work tomorrow.
All right, hype man. Well, we'll see you next weekend at SEFC.
Right. Let's go.
All right, man. I'll see you Monday. All right. You heard it from the hype man himself. That is my boss. And I just called him at 9:30 at night, and he was like, probably work mode. What does this guy want? We got a personal relationship, but you heard it there. Hype Man's going to be on before November. Just got to get Danny Shell on. Bro, you're hyping me up.
That's what I'm here for. So, well, BB, I don't think we can go anywhere else after that whole shenanigans. I think that right there kind of done it.
Yeah, why'd you have to end it? Just like that.
That was not my goal, but hey, I can't think of a better way to set it off than that. That's gonna be fun. So y'all make sure you're watching next weekend for sure.
So, Tater, one last thing. Are you going to make the deal with Unfiltered? Are you coming in? Are you coming on as the next permanent host for season 2 of Unfiltered? Or does
Yeah,
BB need to
hell.
keep looking?
Oh hell, let's do it.
All right, buddy. I'll see you next Friday.
Hell yeah, look forward to it. Maybe we can come up with another idea or make it happen.
We'll catch y'all on the next episode of Unfiltered. I'm BB.
I'm Tater.